Earth Angels. Welcome into another weekly reading here at Ancestral Petals. I thank you guys so much for tuning into this message whenever it does find you, and I appreciate all your love and support. Excuse my pupper in the background. Yeah, he's having a type of day. I want to talk to you though about the next 7 days. There seems to be a lot of growth and expansion that's happening specifically around your relationships. This might even stem a little bit off of last week's reading, the clearing contracts. Some of y'all, forgiveness was the key to clearing a particular contract that you had. And it feels like since we've last connected, some of y'all have successfully done that. So congratulations, because it does feel like there is some sort of newness happening. That is, I just heard indefinitely blessed. Like, you being able to let go of whatever you had to let go of here, Earth Angels, or heal, or transmute, or purge, or purify, whatever this was. Again, main focus on a relationship, a partnership, a contract, some sort of connection that you've had, is what's opening the door to this new beginning. And there's so much peace around it. It almost feels like it's your justice. It's what I just heard the other side of the rainbow looks like for you. There's some sort of luck and opulence that comes with this too. Some of y'all just have completed that phase in your journey where, and I don't really like to call it suffering, although that's more than likely what it's felt like. It's just cleansing. There was just maybe a lot that had to be cleansed. So some of y'all have successfully cleared that energy out. So again, congratulations. And I want to almost say there's like, for someone here, there's a new romantic cycle that's about to start. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romance in the way of like person to person. You can have a romantic life. You can start to build that kind of romantic, heartfelt connection to the things and the people and the community spaces that you occupy, right? It doesn't have to always be person to person in that sense, like that kind of locked in and committed and all of that. If that's what you want though, then that's exactly what I'm picking up on. But for those of you where that might not necessarily be what you're looking for, it's just this sense of heart openness. Think of like genuine Page of Cups type of an energy. So whatever sort of guard might have been on your heart, whatever you felt like you had to protect in your heart space, I feel like you're stepping into a timeline here very soon. Something about April could be significant. Someone's name could be April. Something significant about April. I just heard the end of April. Okay, so if some of y'all looking for a timeline, the end of April could be very significant for this, but there's going to be a lot of heartfelt connection up ahead for you, okay? Especially for my Earth Angels that have felt so lonely, or maybe just gone through many seasons of isolation, you know, feeling just not all the way connected to the people around you. I feel like that's going to change here. That's definitely going to change soon. Okay, so tell me about, I just heard the word peace should come. Peace shall come. Peace should come. Peace should come. Okay, peace to come. Maybe that's what I heard. Peace to come. A season of peace to come. Okay, yeah, some of y'all, that's exactly the timeline you're about to step into, because you've done the hard work, you've done the heavy lifting, and it's just time to kind of ease your way into something new. But it feels like relationship and connection focused, okay? So hopefully y'all are ready. Show me what's going on though. What's this relationship and connection? The Eight of Wands, pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Something's coming in. Strength in reverse. Yeah, this is almost going to be a season and a timeline where you're not going to have to be delivered from those who seek to oppress. There's nothing oppressive about the energy. So that kind of tells me that some of y'all maybe have been holding back a lot of your energy, reserving. Maybe that's what I was feeling, that what you're protecting in your heart space, you're going to have an opportunity to express here. Okay. So vulnerability. Okay, everything just wants to flip out. 7 of Swords in reverse with the moon. Archangel Gabriel showing up. Some of y'all might be connected to Archangel Gabriel. Okay. Knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger. God nurturing and maintaining everything. Yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse though. This is going to be a timeline of energy where you're not going to have to be thinking about... Okay, let me put it like this. Those of y'all that have been experiencing or have had to experience a lot of hypervigilance, right? That you can kind of put to bed, put to rest, relax off of in this new timeline of energy. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy with Archangel Gabriel. God is my strength. Strength in reverse. You no longer having to feel overly guarded and overly protective of yourself because God, the divine, the universe is protecting you, which it always has, but maybe it's the trust in that. I can totally understand maybe through some seasons that you've been through here, Earth Angels, where it felt like maybe that wasn't the case. But it's something that you're going to be able to rest your heart on. Ooh, rest your heart on and your head on in this new timeline, that you are protected. Okay? Some of y'all had to develop the strength of God in a way to get through what you've gone through. Yeah. Self-atonement. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. Deliverance from persecution. Yeah, it's like whatever you had to cleanse, whatever you had to purge, whatever you had to transmute, you have done it. With the Empress, come on now, fertility and fruitfulness. Assures peace. There's that word. 2 of Pentacles. God sustaining everything. Fortune and fame. Archangel Gabriel coming right back out. Some of y'all have awakened a very, very distinct, they want me to use the word distinct power. So it's a power that, for those of y'all that this message is going to resonate with, it's a power that you know is not necessarily human born, I guess you could say. It's a supernatural thing. Some of y'all don't see how... Some of y'all might still not see your power. And that's okay. Maybe that's for reason and for purpose. But it just feels like you don't even really know how powerful you really are. Because it maybe hasn't felt powerful. It's maybe been very stressful. It's been very hard. It's been very like, a lot of weight, a lot of things to kind of navigate and move through. But you've done so beautifully with the Empress here. You've maintained a level of fertility and fruitfulness in your energy that I feel like your angels and ancestors are extremely proud of. Yeah, I just heard that's my baby. Yeah, that's mine. That one right there. That's our blood. Like that's, like you have angels and ancestors speaking on you like that. Protecting you like that. Yeah, fulfills any request. It's kind of like whatever you want. Again, whatever you want. Whatever it is that you have in your heart, whatever you want out of life from this point on, Earth Angels, you get. Because you've done your duty. You've done your due diligence. Some of y'all, your downloads are going to get really intense. We're stepping into eclipse season here during this week. Yep. Expect a lot of messages, a lot of energy coming towards you. 3 of Wands with the 8 of Swords. Construction of the universe. Help with great works. Protections from adversaries. God of hope. God, protector and savior. There's the truth and justice. Yeah, protection. You've gained a certain level of protection here. Like, again, genuinely, and I really need for whoever this message is resonating for, I need you to take this to your heart. Take this message to your heart. You, beyond a shadow of a doubt, are a beloved child of the universe. When I tell you the ethers love you, love you down bad, okay? It's like you've earned the heart of God. You've captured the heart of God. Some of y'all embody the heart of God. God, universe, nature, source, however you name it, okay? I'm saying God because God's here on these cards, okay? But I like universe, I call nature God, source, the most high, however you want to name it, Allah, okay? I don't know that some of y'all can even fully fathom in this moment how much truth and justice you've actually initiated for yourself. The construction of the universe. You are a part of the construction of the universe. It's like you're so tapped into that it's unmistakable and it's undeniable, and I really want y'all to not deny that within yourselves. And I know that can be very unconventional, unorthodox, maybe even uncomfortable, but get comfortable with that. There's nothing wrong with identifying with your creator. That's kind of the whole point of existing, is to find your identity in your creator. And that's exactly what I think some of y'all are tapping into or have already tapped into. Or that could be what you're going to start getting messages around here at the beginning of eclipse season coming up, I believe on the 12th. Yeah, the 4 of Cups. Your healing capacity, more protection from weapons. God deflecting evil. Yeah, if you've had to come up against a lot of evil energy, we'll just call it that, evil forces, okay, you've held your own in a way that I don't think you're very aware of, but I also don't think anyone maybe really expected of you. They could have hoped for it. The God of hope, right? 3 of Wands. It was like, we hope, fingers crossed, but the way that you have handled and stood your ground, or just, I almost want to say neutralized a lot of some sort of evil energy, that's why you're the universe's baby. Yeah, it's like I just heard you've done the unthinkable, you've done the impossible, but it's like you don't register it like that. The 4 of Swords. Yeah, your mission protects against slander and impious people. So the people who think that they're close to God and are the furthest thing from it could be the ones that you've had to deal with the most. Rectification, yeah. Helps one live in peace with everyone. God the Savior, God of Trinity. Yeah, you've done well. I really want whoever this message is for, I want you to sit in that. You've done well. Okay? Yeah, the King of Swords, victory. You've made wise choices. You've made wise decisions. More protection. The exalted God. You've self-atoned. And even if it's not evil or that kind of shadow in other people, you've conquered the shadow in yourself. Some of y'all are a merger of 2 very opposite timelines, or blood is kind of time. That's another topic for another day. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but I'll say bloodlines. 2 bloodlines that couldn't be more opposite, on opposite ends of the spectrum. You've balanced and neutralized within yourself. You've cleared clearing contracts. Some of y'all might want to go back and watch last week's message. It could be more relevant this week too. Show me the Empress, the Chariot. Yeah, you've persevered. Success in conflict. Exactly. Two conflicting bloodlines embodied in one person. So you had to fight you. That's the biggest war you could ever have. It's not even about anybody else. It's you versus you. And you came out victorious. You came out balanced. You came out as the Empress, regardless of your gender. You came out still fertile and fruitful. You successfully neutralized that inner conflict within you. A lot of acceptance, I'm sure. Tell me about this. Fulfills any requests. Two of Pentacles with the Chariot. Yeah, you're in your destined timeline. So there's really nothing to worry about. Some of y'all might still have this kind of like, am I in alignment? Am I not in alignment? Am I doing the right thing? You know, that you are. Ease up off of yourself. You are. This is confirmation. You are on your chariot. Don't let any other energy, any other words, any other messages kind of pull you away from that. Because I think you're going to even get confirmation of that. You're on your chariot. You're not waiting for the chariot. It's not held up. It's not delayed. You're on it. You're riding it. You're in it. Okay? Queen of Cups. Yeah. Redemption. Exactly. Thank you, Divine. Redemption. You've redeemed parts of your soul, parts of your blood, parts of your spirit that might have been lost to some sort of like devil energy. That's the divine revelation that some of y'all are going to have definitely during eclipse season. You've eclipsed out those parts of you that maybe held a little bit more weight, that were, I'm sure, extremely difficult to battle against. You've done it. You've overcome it. You have victory. Cherish that. Hold that, again, deep into your heart as a reflection of the truth of who you are. Okay? That shadow wasn't necessarily your truth. It's a part of your truth. It wasn't the whole truth. You're also your light. But finding that truth that embodies both is what I feel like a lot of y'all have done. What's the divine revelation? The 10 of Pentacles, period. Inner and outer work. I can't make it up. Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, you've done something honorable in the eyes of the divine, in the eyes of the universe. You've earned honor. And you're going to be honored, divinely honored, by the very energy that, yeah, creates this whole thing. Love and submission. Love, literally. You forced your shadow to submit to love. And you know what's so crazy? The way I'm feeling it, no one would know that. The way that you carry yourself, Earth Angels, no one would know the level of shadow, the level of darkness, the level of just... yeah. Nobody knows the devils on the levels that you've conquered. You know, you don't look like what you've been through, and that's a blessing in and of itself. Okay? You had to submit to love too. You had to learn and believe and move as if love was the greater power. When maybe the way I'm sensing it in my solar plexus, my gosh, you would have had every right and every sense of validation to go the opposite way. To say, fuck love, I'm dark, like to turn on dark mode. Justified. Like, and who would be mad at that? That would be like, yeah, okay, that's valid. But the fact that you submitted all of that anger, maybe that pain, that resentment, the trauma, the rage, a lot of rage I'm sensing. I'm seeing a lot of red in my mind's eye. You submitted that to love and said, you know what, but love is bigger than that. Powerful. And it doesn't feel powerful. It feels like a weakness, right? We've been conditioned to believe that that's a weakness. And it's not. It's the strongest thing that you could do. So you have redefined for yourself what strength is. It's not about looking tough, right? True strength is vulnerability. True strength is maintaining a heart that's open when you have every reason to close it. The Hangman, yeah, you've redefined what strength is. Ace of Wands, I can't make it up. Desire for knowledge, protects against liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Exactly, only God. And the Patient God, fertility again and multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. Oof. You had to be patient with your healing. You took the patient route. You took the route that forced you into having to be patient, having to wait. 3 of Wands. Anticipate. The Hangman, wait. Not move. You know what I'm hearing? She keeps on passing me by. What is that? Soul flower? Soul? What is that? She keeps on passing me by. Da-na-na-na. Yeah, you might have had to watch a lot pass you by. It might have felt like a lot of life was passing you by, but it wasn't. The High Priestess, I'm confirming something. Passing me by. Was that Soulflower? No, Fairaside. I think Soulflower is the album. No. Bizarre Ride 2, the Fairaside. Okay. Soulflower is a song on the Fairaside, which is a good song if you want some music recommendations. Passing Me By Fairaside. I'm going to pin that in the comments, okay? Because that could be a significant song. But the Page of Swords, yeah. High Priestess, success, protection from magistrates. I'm trying to tell you. Some of y'all need to give yourself a little more credit. 9 of Pentacles, submission to... Thank you, Divine. Submission to a higher order. You allowed love to be the highest order. Instead of pain, instead of anger and rage and disappointment and lust, maybe even whatever that lower frequency was. You made the choice and the decision, because keep in mind, we are co-creators here. You have to submit to the will. You have to create. You have to choose. You have to decide. That's the power. You have the power of choice. That's what free will is. You used your free will to choose love, the highest frequency, over your lower nature. You submitted. As the divine and as the universe and as circumstances and situation was identifying traitors and liars, evil spirits, you submitted it all to love. You submitted to all of it in love. And when I'm saying the word submitted, I'm feeling let go. You didn't hold on to it. Submission, freeing yourself, releasing something, right? Giving up the power that could have had over you to allow something else to be your source of power. God is my strength, the moon. Did I not say you've embodied the heart of God, or you've captured the heart of God? Archangel Michael also here, who is like God. Clarify. Yeah, the 10 of Wands, spiritual communication, divine forgiveness with the Hierophant, and the Page of Cups. Like I said, you kept your heart open. Please, somebody needs to know that the divine is looking down on you and seeing your heart and is absolutely thrilled that your heart is still a fertile place. Your heart is still a fertile ground, meaning they can give you an Ace of Wands, they can give you an Ace of Pentacles, they can give you an Ace of Cups. They could give you an Ace of Swords and it's going to multiply. Empress energy. Whereas from what it feels like, from what you've been through up until this point, it would make total sense that your heart might not be that fertile. It might be a little rancid. It might be a little rotten. But that's not the case. What did I say? The Page of Cups. You still have the Page of Cups. Divine comfort. All because you made a King of Swords decision from a space of your inner Hierophant to be merciful and forgive. You've forgiven friendships. Friendships could be significant for some of y'all. This might not even be about like love and romance. Some of y'all have experienced your most treacherous cycles with friends. Some would even say that that's worse. Love may come and go, but sometimes for certain people, friendship is forever. So to be betrayed by friend or people you thought were your friends. These even could be friends you put over love, right? So you've gone through what you've gone through, but God is rejoicing. The universe is rejoicing. Nature is rejoicing. Source is rejoicing. And bringing you in divine comfort and consolation because you made the Hierophant choice to self-atone, not seek out revenge, not force other people into judgment, not play judge, jury, and executioner for other people's choices, but to judge your own, atone for your own. You owned it. Instead of blaming everybody else, you ate it. And now you get your 10 of Cups. You have a lot of 10s out here. You got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, now the 10 of Cups. This is a huge cycle of completion for you. Divine Warrior. Under the Queen of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. Fulfills any request. Because you've redeemed that part of yourself. You've made the unconscious part of you conscious. And that is no easy feat. So again, congratulations, Earth Angels, for real. That's some real work. Yeah. You're a divine warrior here for sure. You got 3 divine energies. Divine forgiveness, divine comfort, and divine warrior. Back to back to back. Show me the moon. 7 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. Discernment. General prosperity and the deliverance of prisoners. The lovely God. You've done a lovely thing, an honorable thing. By discerning what was inner work and what was your outer work. That's what I mean. You owned it. You ate it. Okay, that's actually inner work for me. Yeah, somebody might have betrayed me. Yeah, they maybe snaked me over here, but that's inner work for me. How did I not see that red flag? What do I need to learn from that now? Just ate it. Like you just kind of absorbed it. There was something in, for whoever I'm speaking to, there's something in your soul and in your spirit that was hungry for all of those experiences. That was like really craving this kind of transformative energy I'm picking up on. Like your soul and your spirit came down here to work. To get it done. There's a sense of urgency. It's like I can't play. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to fuck off. I'm not here to do any. I'm here to get some serious shit done, and you've done that serious shit, okay? I need you to know that. So it's not even a flesh thing. It's your spirit and your soul that has that craving to be transformed. And you submitted to that. You've allowed that, no matter maybe how painful that was, because I can imagine. I can only imagine the challenges you've had to surmount, but you've done it. Come on, I can't make it up. You've done it. 6 of Wands, victory. Longevity. protects against infirmities. God who took evil. You didn't let evil take you. You took evil. You stood in your power, whether you were aware of that or not. And some of y'all really need to give yourself like a strong pat on the back or celebrate yourself in some way this week. Show me the Eight of Swords with the Hangman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't know what you've had to sacrifice. People don't know the demons that you face. Because again, there's something about your energy where it's just not detectable. You don't carry that around. There's not a heaviness to you. There's a lightness to you. And it's like, it comes off as if you've had it easy. You haven't struggled. You haven't gone through much. And it's like, oh, oh, baby. Wouldn't you be surprised? The Page of Wands. Yeah. Propagation of light. Intellectual talent with the Eight of Pentacles. You turned it into knowledge. Like I said, you ate it. Your soul was hungry for it, and it multiplied it into awareness. Yes, so I'm speaking to some old souls here. Your soul knew exactly what it signed up for, and it intentionally signed up for this level of difficulty because it was ready to ascend. Some of y'all, I'm feeling guided to say it. Some of y'all souls and spirits have earned their wings. This was the lifetime where you made a promise to the universe to redeem yourself. And redeem yourself you did. Ace of flipping Pentacles. I can't make it up. Divine blessings. Drives away evil spirits. And earn your wings. Isn't this the biblically, or a version of a biblically accurate angel? You've earned your wings. Congratulations. No, I'm almost a loss for words. That's so beautiful. That's amazing. You've earned your wings. Yeah, you did it. You did it. And I feel like with the longevity that came out here with the Six of Wands, whereas, and I don't know if many people believe in this, but sometimes it's, in my conversations with the universe, it's come across that, you know how like people say like the good die young and, you know, people go before their time. I don't really fully believe in that. I feel like based off of what that soul agreed to accomplish in this lifetime, once it's done, it's done. And there might be other things that soul has to experience in other realms, so they exit this one. I feel like for who is going to resonate with this message, you're not having an early departure. The Ten of Pentacles is out here, and the Ten of Cups. For the Ten of Wands that you've carried, for what you've redeemed within your own soul and spirit, you, my love, are going to see the fruits of your labor. For whoever I'm speaking to, you're gonna have an old age. You're making it to old age. So I don't know if that's like a fear of like, I've accomplished so much already. Have I done too much? So now I might leave this earth early, leave this plane early. No, you get longevity. You genuinely are going to live in a Ten of Cups, like for a very long time. You know how they be having them on the news, like 107-year-old, you know, turns 108. What's his key to health, or what's our key to long life? You're going to be one of those. One of those, still kicking it. Well, you know what I mean? Like, still here. And I know that for some that might be like, oh God, dread, I don't want to be here for that long, but it's not going to be in struggle and in misery. It's going to be in a Ten of Cups. It's going to be in a Ten of Pentacles. It's going to be in joy, in victory, in comfort, in peace, in peace, in peace, in peace. You get peaceful journey and departure. And I don't typically speak on that a lot. So that has to be for facts. All right. If that was a concern or a worry or a thought that has crossed your mind recently. You're not going to leave before it's your time, or it's not going to be that perception. It's going to be like well-earned and well-deserved rest or transition, okay? Some of y'all are really about to, like, are going to live a long time. Some of y'all, somebody here just needs to accept that you're going to live a long time, okay? And it's going to make this period, you might feel like you've been in this kind of like purging and purification for a really long time. And maybe that's it. It's like, this has taken up so much of my life. And you have so much more life to live. You're not getting cut short at all. Okay. So then what are the angel and angel numbers here? I felt guided to use this deck. And I'm also going to break in my angel answers oracle. Okay. So start thinking of a question or something that's been laying on your heart and your spirit that you might want to ask of your angels and your ancestors, and we'll get some messages here, okay? Yeah, authenticity. 427 could be significant. April, did I not say end of April? April 27th could be a very significant date. 4/27/27 next year. Save this video. Save this video. April 27/27 is going to be an important date for whoever this message is for. Yeah, 24/24. Unconditional love. Okay, what other angel numbers and confirmations do you have here for this message? 11/11, make a wish. Some of y'all, you have a wish coming true. A level up coming in, 11/44. Yep. Because you've reshaped your soul. You've reshaped your spirit. That's that integration, that transmuting, that redemption. So your journey is going to look a lot different from here on out. Again, I can't get over that. That's a very specific date. April 27/27. Passion. October 31st could also be an important date. November 11th could be significant. May 25th could also be significant. Yeah. Dang, I rarely get dates like that, so that's fun. Ooh, 24/24 now flying out in reverse. Yeah, the parts of you that were unconscious, weren't aware of what unconditional love looked like, or had never experienced that, or, you know, again, like I said, two opposite bloodlines. Ones that don't believe in all of that, but then you got others that are so faithful and so full of that kind of belief and that energy. Finding that medium. Confidence. Finding that medium. So where you might not have experienced unconditional love from others, and maybe were put in positions to have to give it, that's that submission. You're now going to experience that the other way around. You got a lot of love coming to you for whoever this is. A lot of love coming to you in a multitude of ways. Again, not just romance. Okay, friendship, family, community, career, finance, all of that. Yeah, awareness. And sanctuary. Okay, June 16th could be significant. Bonds. 2020 could have been a significant year. Some of y'all maybe had a big awakening in 2020, along with the rest of the collective. 13/21 could also be significant. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what I mean by sanctuary in this kind of longevity. You're not going to necessarily be struggling and having to endure. It's like you took all of what could have lasted an entire lifetime, condensed it down into maybe the past decade or less or more, okay, give or take. Jam-packed it all, so then you still get to live out the remainder of your days in this sense of sanctuary. Protected. That's what a sanctuary is, right? A safe space. A space that provides safety, peace. You get to sit in that awareness. Yeah, oh, it's just gonna get real beautiful. Real beautiful around here, okay? Congratulations again, Earth Angels. Some of y'all have definitely earned your wings. That's beautiful to see and beautiful to feel, okay? So hopefully that question to your angels and ancestors has been on your heart. Okay? Go ahead and ask it from your heart, from your mind. You could say it out loud while I shuffle. And let's get an answer. Okay? Angels and ancestors here for my Earth Angel Collective. What answer do you have to their question? If you believe. Okay? If you believe, and trust at the bottom. If you believe says, what you need right now is faith. You can have what you desire, Earth Angels, but you must believe that it can be so. Stay positive and visualize the outcome you're hoping for. Set aside all negativity or pessimism in favor of a sunny outlook. The law of attraction brings to us what we expect to receive. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. If we fall into doubt and don't believe in our own self-worth, then our experiences will match that energy. Believe in yourself and your cherished dreams. All right, I hope that gave you some clarity, a little extra encouragement here, my Earth Angels. Let me know what resonates with you from this message down below in the comments. I love to hear from y'all. You can also drop a feather, okay? Drop the feather emoji with your favorite heart color or the dove emoji so that I know that you tuned in. I know that you received something from this message and you connected with the energy here. It helps me out as a reader, so thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys to everybody who also voted on the poll. So these readings will start dropping on Sundays now. And just congratulations again. Y'all have done it. Beautiful work. Beautiful inner and outer work, my loves. Okay, you should be very proud of yourselves. All right, so celebrate you this week, and I will see you next Sunday. Love you lots. Namaste.